pretty well.
Yeah, she liked pet her. It's good.
Hi, baby.
She seemed a little taken aback.
At first,
yeah.
What you think, baby?
If I were to do it, I wonder if she would have basically the same reaction.
You're tying me up. Go ahead and try.
You give me a little bit of the side eye.
Yeah, when we first got her, she side-eyed me too.
Did he?
She's
Hey, girly.
If it does that, I'm staying with mom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wanna run? Wanna run?
Mind if I did?
She'll run with you. Okay. Interesting.
That's as good as I can do.
That's good.
Oh, she's got focus.
Yeah. Okay.
They're everywhere. They didn't used to just be in the backyard, but now they're in the front too.
So,
They have them in our backyard a lot. Or Terry would always try to dig them up.
well, just kind of like, you know, be like, oh, let's go. You don't have to run, but just kind of get her to come. Ooh. And that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so if she loses interest like that, that's fine. Basically, what I want you to do is try like little short tosses.
Yeah.
And then, and even like you can go shorter than that. So like imagine like this.
Just like 3 feet.
Yeah, so just do like this. Be like, hey, ooh. Right, she's not gonna want it from me. We'll be like, ooh, hey. And then just kind of go like this.
Yeah.
And then what you'll do is you'll go over and be like, ooh, look at this ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So like, if she thinks you're enjoying it, and you're part of like the play, and you're in play, and you're doing it, ooh, and you're like, ooh, go get it. Yeah, good. Ooh. And so just like enjoy it yourself. Yeah, ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
We're glad it's not 90 degrees out.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. No, and so like part of the idea here is that when it comes to playing with a dog, there are two common mistakes, right? One is making it boring, right?
Right.
And so if you think about, all right, well, what are the steps to kind of playing with a dog? What do they do and why? Well, playing is practice for hunting, right? Mm. And all dogs are predators and have some kind of something inside them where they might hunt something, right? So you're working with a few different like aspects, right? So you have where they're part of the chase, so they're chasing, right? Mm-hmm. You have stalking, where they're like, ooh, I'm gonna get it, yeah, right? And then you have the next one, which is like consumption, right? That's kind of the end goal, right? Where they're like, right. So like, and she does that part already. You guys have gotten that part of that's part of play, right? Mm-hmm. So when she lays down and she goes and gnaws on the dental bone, mm-hmm. That's consumption, right? That's the end result of a hunt.
Sometimes it takes her a while to get interested in those too.
Yeah, exactly. And so how long did it take you to get her to do that part?
I don't remember.
A little bit?
At least a month or so.
At least a month or so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Because she wasn't interested in anything.
Yeah.
And you put something on the couch next to her and she's like, whoa.
Yeah. And so the other aspects of it are like, okay, like fighting for possession of it, right? They want to keep it. for her, I think that probably the best thing that's going to like happen for her is learning how to play. Because as soon as you get her to like start playing at all, the better we can develop her to play, the easier everything gets after that. Because you take a dog that has very little to nothing that you can use to motivate them and get them engaged and happy and interested in something, and then you try to put pressure on that dog and like teach them obedience of some kind. Sometimes you actually go backwards.
Dog shuts down.
Yeah, because you have no way to like do anything with it.
The way I got her to sit was when we went to this rental house. She wanted up on the bed.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not chasing you because I'm trying to go here. She's going, you know. So I just said, sit. And she did. And then I put her up on the bed.
So that was what she wanted. And so you used that as the thing that she got access to if she sat.
Right.
Right. That's perfect.
Our previous dog liked to be chased. So but
I don't think she'd like that all that much.
With her, not right now. She wouldn't. She wouldn't understand that.
Well, except when I let her off the leash to go back in the house, if she's interested in something else, I'll say, I'm going to get you. And she takes off with her.
Hey, mama. Hi. Oh, yeah. That's good. So she does have some interest in that. I think that one thing we could do, let's just wait here for a second and just see. I kind of want to see if she walks away from us.
Yeah. Because right before you walked up to her, she was going that direction.
Yeah, she's going that direction and sniffing. Because that's the other, there's two kind of things that I can see here that are going to be able to be used if we develop them as a way to train her.
Let's not follow her.
Yeah. Yeah, let her go. The first one is play. So we'll develop play. We'll get her to play. Oh, by the way, the second mistake that I was going to say that people often have with like playing with dogs is that they just give up way too fast. Because what happens is they're like, oh, you know, they throw the ball or like, you know, wag the toy in front of their face. And like if the dog doesn't start doing it after like 30 seconds, most people are like, all right, well,
you're not interested. I'm not
she doesn't want to play. So like, you know, what's the point of this? Like, we're going to stop. I've actually taken dogs out and just played with the ball by myself, basically, while the dog was kind of just like, ugh, for like 30, 40 minutes at a time. And then I've done that like where every time I take the dog out, that's all I did. And I did that for like 3 or 5 different times. And then only on the 4th or 5th time, they started showing a little bit of interest. And then they started getting interest, and then they were like, And then that, like by the end of it, they started playing with me. Yeah. Because
that's about 6 or 7 hours worth of patience, though.
Yeah, and so then like if you do it though, the payoff is like
sure,
absolutely humongous.
Then you have something to work with.
Yeah, because then you can like do anything with a dog that's motivated enough, right? But without any kind of motivation, it's like if you have an employee.
Yeah.
Like before you have any like kind of real, like if the lower the motivation is, it doesn't matter if you have perfect systems and everything else.
Yeah.
What you're going to get out of them is going to be super limited, right? So with the dog, it's kind of the same way. Like motivation controls a lot of it, and if you don't have any way to find motivation, if you don't find any motivation in the dog, then it's like, all right, well, your ways to reward them are so limited that trying to teach them anything becomes difficult, right? So the other type of reward that I could see potentially being useful is what we would call like an environmental reward. And so all that is like what I want her to do right now, which is just to like go do something like that dogs do. Right? What do dogs do? Like if you took like any random dog out here, they walk away. Like
find the sense.
Yeah, there's dogs that I have right now that we're training that if I took them out on this field and put them on the long line, they would be gone instantaneously. They would be over there and be just sprinting all around, looking at stuff, smelling everything that they could find. And so we want her to get active that way, where she, when you take her out on a walk, her instinct, instead of maybe like, hey, like,
look at you every 2 seconds.
Are you okay? Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay? And just looking at you over and over and over again. We want her to be like, I'm going to go like snip the bushes. Oh, I wonder who I wonder if Jazzy peed here yesterday. I'm going to go check.
There is one house we go by that I know the dog pees at the front mailbox because she always checks that mailbox.
Checks it. Yeah, and so we want to encourage that. So because like a lot of times when you think about dog training, you think, okay, well what is it? It's like, all right, well, you want the dog to be focused on you the whole time. and you want them to be in command as often as possible. So like maybe they're in heel the whole time, and they like are constantly like checking in with you, right? And there can be use cases for that. I don't like it very much, just because I find it like that's not what the dog should be interested in doing, and so then you end up with like a dog that's a little bit neurotic, and a little bit like either suppressed or anxious or something, and then they start seeking opportunities. That's when you have a dog that like runs away as soon as they get the opportunity, right? But if they are able to like kind of just go wherever they're going, then they won't, right? And then the other thing is like with a case like this, that's actually like the main thing we want to have happen is for her to open up and start just being a dog.
Yeah.
Just a regular dog. Like that just like, oh, is like walks outside and is like, ooh, sniffies.
See, she's just there.
Standing there, right? Yeah. So
Our other dog was very friendly, but we had two little girls
See.
next door. Her name was Muffin. She'd see them out in the backyard and they'd go, Muff, Muff, and she'd go running.
one thing I want to check is how she would do over there. Can we go out that way? I think we can.
Yeah.
You mean in that open field?
I want to see how she does with
Well,
the trees.
there is a fence there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a fence on the side.
You can't get into the next field.
Yeah. I want to see how she does with that tree line.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's if they don't sniff there, you know, that tells us something.
We'll have more things to smell and explore.
Yeah, because like here it's like kind of like it's a big open space.
Nothing much interesting here. I'm not sure what if I had kids and stuff, I would organize soccer games in here or.
Yeah. Does anybody use this space?
Not really.
Not really.
Some people that go around that will leave their dogs in here while they run around the track or something.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I'm gonna start coming by here and just using it illegally, you know.
No, it's
Yeah.
there's no real restrictions or anything like that.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, I have found sometimes dogs have more interest in sticks than they do toys.
yeah. Yeah, my sister or my niece had a golden retriever like that. What you think? Not much.
Yeah, just show her over there and see if she's interested in it. Ooh, that's a big stick.
I think this is
Sticker.
it must be one of those. Yeah, that's one of those vine things.
The stick accidentally fell on Diddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't see any stickers on it. I thought it was one of those nasty vines. I'm a natural cleaner upper.
Yeah.
Can't help myself.
That's just like my wife.
Sounds like my mom.
She's interested in this.
Do you know before she was rescued if she was ever physically abused besides miserable living conditions?
They didn't.
don't know.
They don't know. I don't know if they know.
Okay.
I know they arrested the lady.
She looked
It was
like
in
she
Wake
was-
County.
Yeah, I don't see any
Last
signs
summer.
of
Wow.
I don't see any signs of like her having been physically abused here.
No.
And sometimes you can't tell. Dogs are pretty resilient. Yeah. What I will say though is this: that I think that I've decided on your homework
Okay.
for the week. I think that
Try and play with sticks. No.
yeah. No, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
I
got plenty
think
of twigs.
yeah that your homework is going to be. This is a good spot for it. find places that are kind of like not on the road. And instead of like, basically what I want you to do is completely break up the current, like, because when dogs have
our backyard's got so many twigs,
Yeah.
and leaves and stuff. There's no place for her to decipher what you're going after.
Yeah. So basically, like, just completely get rid of the routine of walking in like a specific
Well, I gotta
like
walk
routes or
every morning.
anything. Yeah. Definitely walk. Yeah. But instead of walking like on the kind of like cul-de-sac on the road, like walk over here, right? Like
Well,
walk.
we always come to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like try to find like these kinds of spots where there's like stuff to look at.
Or
And
really any place
anywhere
that she has not been to regularly.
Yeah.
In order for it to be more novel and engaging for her, because whether or not she is naturally, and we have yet to figure this out, whether or not she is naturally an investigative and interacting dog with her environment, I just lose my.
Yeah, I
train of
got
thought.
neighbors' yards I can walk in.
yeah, walk in
Well, I
those.
was gonna say, if she's in the same place over and over again, it'll just eventually become background noise to her.
Yeah. And what you were doing just then, like, make that a part of your walk where you're literally just like picking up random stuff and showing it to her and being like, what do you think it is, Biddy?
Yeah.
Like, I do that like in training all the time. When I have a dog that's a little bit like, or even just like, even if I have a dog that is fairly engaged, I'll literally just like think like, okay, if I'm a dog now, I'm just gonna walk around with this dog and we're gonna look at stuff together.
You'll sometimes even get out on all four legs and sniff around at things like a dog.
Yeah.
And then pick things up and show them to the dog.
Yeah, but like, just be like, oh, look at this. What do you think of this? And just be like, whoop. And then like, if she goes over and investigate it, go, yay, good job.
Right.
Woo, yeah, like, you like that stick? Pick up that stick. You're gonna feel goofy,
Oh, I'm
right?
fine with that.
But like, I do it all day. Like, even this is a little bit of a funny one. I don't recommend you do this, but for biological reasons. But like, I'll even be like, want to go pee on that tree?
Uh-huh.
And then
you peed on a
I'll
tree?
pee on the tree together. Like, we're peeing on the tree together. Like, but just like anything that you're kind of doing cooperatively with her, where you're just exploring the environment together, the kind of like the homework that I think would be the most beneficial for her for this first bit is to just do that every day.
Explore.
And just walk around and try to see, and then like any kind of interest that you get where she seems a little bit more interested than she was before in like sniffing things and doing things, and she starts to get her nose more active where she starts sniffing the environment and actually like exploring things, make a mental note of that and tell us when we come back.
Yeah, I was going to take her over, like I was talking about my nephew and niece have Awaken Acres, that every Saturday they have people over there.
Yeah.
And I was going to take her over with me.
Yeah, take her over with you, and if
Put her on
you
the leash.
whatever you notice, like just
Primmy should be there.
Yeah.
And they've got cows and sheep and
Okay. Nice.
chickens and just
Yeah.
about everything.
yeah, and just let her smell environments.
Huh?
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Off of 50 going towards Benson, not that far from down from Sheets and stuff.
Okay.
There at 50 and 210. On the
Before you
on the
get to the
on the
entrance
left.
to the Langs area.
yeah it's,
Yeah.
it's left on Pleasant Coats Road,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
it's about 2 or 3 houses down. It's you'll see, there's a house and then a little bit, and then it goes back a good driveway.
All right. So it's set further back on the property.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. See, like that right there, it was, to me, that's like a significant thing that's good,
What?
right?
What'd
All
she
she
do?
did was she just walked that way and kind of looked around at stuff and then walked back over to you,
Oh, good.
right? And so that's her not just kind of, like, what you want is to get her from what she's doing now, which is a lot of this.
Where are we going now, Mom?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to get her from that to
What's going on here?
looking around at stuff
Yeah.
and sniffing and trying to like start to open up the environment out here, and getting interested in like that right there is awesome.
Yeah. Because the more she does that,
She's just sniffing something.
the more familiar she becomes with it, the less that she may have nervousness around unfamiliar places. Understanding that the environment has never jumped out and tried to snatch me
Right.
away.
Right.
But so you can take her to a park that she hasn't been to before, and rather than having a panic attack, she'd be like, "Oh, a new park, exciting! I want to explore."
Yeah, so you're kind of trying to like change her perspective about like what she's supposed to be doing when she's out, right? So like change it from, all right, I just need to be like here.
Where's mommy? Where's mommy?
Yeah, where's mommy? Where's mommy? Where's mommy? To, all right, like, let me check this place out, right? Because doing that opens up her world a lot, makes her less kind of freaked out, because it's kind of like if a kid's scared of something, but then you show them that it's actually a fun thing to do, then that can totally open up a new activity for them. Like that right there is great. She's just sniffing around. So that's what I think we should do for this first week, is just encourage that as much as possible. And think of it like, all right, when you go out on a walk, you think, all right, I'm going to go check stuff out with my dog. That's it. That's the goal of the walk. Nothing else, right? Just going to go check stuff out with my dog. I'm going to go like look at different stuff. If you want to make it entertaining for you, take your phone, identify plants. I don't know.
Like I've always got worship music on my phone.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to make it like entertaining for you, and then just like literally show her stuff and like look at things and like,
or even just sit down for 20 minutes and give her the opportunity to explore like we did over there.
Yeah, and just let her walk around and look at stuff. I think that that's the best thing to do for this week, because if we see the results of that, ideally what will happen is we'll do something like this again, and we'll see a difference, that she's more interested in like the environment.
Well, there's a number of houses that have a good sized piece of one side of their property before you get to the next house. You know, and I could go on up.
Walk through there.
Yeah.
And the end goal of all this is to try and figure out what interests her, so we know what will get her engaged, so we can use engagement to, you know, teach her the things that we want her to do and not want her to do. But without any engagement, without anything to motivate her, it'll be like talking to a brick wall.
Little pieces of sharp cheddar cheese.
Little piece of sharp cheddar cheese.
You know, if that helps,
you can use that.
If she is consistently interested in sharp cheddar cheese above most other things.
Well, I just figure that's better for her than that American cheese.
Well, I don't even consider American cheese cheese.
No,
I prefer my cheese not to be plastic.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm a bit of a cheese snob.
Me too.
And I am a strong proponent that we should destroy American cheese industry.
Do you
disgusting.
go to Aldi?
Yes.
David, have you had those? They've got a
Sure gonna kill
sharp,
my nachos that way.
You can make nachos with anything else but American cheese.
They've got a sharp white cheddar with cranberries in it.
Oh.
A little round.
That actually sounds very nice.
It's really good.
But I will say this though. There's one thing about American cheese that I'll be like, you know what? I miss it.
It melts good.
It melts good, makes for great grilled chease.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
I do like.
Although it's best if you put a slice of real cheese with it.
It is, yes, I agree. But it does make for good real cheese. And it's good if melted over a casserole.
And it's American. It's an American cheese.
Yeah,
American cheese.
Americans didn't invent another cheese.
It's
Maybe one
mostly-
that's actually cheese.
It's probably mostly hydrogenated oil.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
I'm right here.
Checking her.
I wanted to see what she would do if I did that. Yeah.
She do what you thought she'd do.
Yeah, she just like turned back and looked for you, which is fine. If she's bonded with you, that's good. But we want to try to open her up and get her interested in everything else. Yeah, so that, and then the second thing that I'd recommend you do is take like a little, just try different little toys. Like try random stuff and see if you can find something that she likes. And even if she shows very little interest in it at first,
She's at least sniffed at that little bitty lamb chop that he got her.
yeah, just try different stuff. Get like a little monkey that's like a little stuffed monkey. Get like random stuff. Try different like things.
I've got
try
a number of
sticks.
those flat ones that have squeakers in them, but they're not, like there's a fox and
like whatever it
raccoon
is.
and whatever it is.
And basically just like when you guys are chilling and like the afternoon or something like that, just take them out and kind of like toss them around and like show them to her and then be like, ooh, and then like kind of like do like this, where like you'll kind of be like this, like, do you
Look
want
what
this?
I got.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Because then you're trying to like simulate, okay, this is a thing, right? Because like what a lot of
You
people,
got to come after it if you want it.
that's it. Because a lot of people, like what they'll do is, this is another common mistake when you're playing with a dog. They'll take the toy and they'll do this. They'll be like, you want to play with the toy? You want to play with it? You want to play with it? And like some dogs will, yeah. It's probably doesn't taste
Need
good.
some mouthwash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some dogs will be like,
I'll expect a raise.
and grab it, yeah. And we'll just be like, and just like they're all right into it like immediately.
Yeah, trying to wrestle it away from you.
But even them, like most dogs, if you just kind of like, just like us, if you just like shove it in your face,
Right.
the heck?
You know what? She
You
showed
know?
an interest in.
Yeah.
I was making a puzzle, and every time I left one on the floor, she found it and chewed it up.
Yeah. Nice.
Maybe-
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's not nice. But,
Maybe we
but
should buy her own puzzle. Use those as treats.
it's actually a good idea. Take like something that,
Well,
yeah.
I've got one that's no good anymore because she's eaten at least 4 of them.
Use that one. Don't let her consume it and swallow it, obviously.
Right. She
but
hasn't. But she's-
like, yeah, throw those for her and see if she likes it.
Huh.
Yeah, throw them for her. Yeah, anything can be a
Basically,
toy.
chew
Anything can be a toy,
Yeah.
right? And so if she shows that she likes something, use it as a toy. The other thing that I recommend is when we're kids, what do our parents normally tell us? They say, don't play with your food, right?
Yeah.
Play with your food.
Well, she
Play with
she's
your
not,
food.
our other dog, you put it there, she eat it all up.
Yeah.
We just leave it in a dish, and
Yeah.
most times she eats it when we're not around. But she started while we're eating dinner, or if we're in the kitchen, she goes over and gets 1 or 2 pieces, brings it out on the rug and eats it.
Perfect.
Back and forth and back.
So
That's our deal.
you said like sharp cheddar cheese, and there's probably other things you could maybe get her interested in,
Well,
like
she'll-
say like a
when I
little
do-
tiny
when
piece
I-
of beef.
When I do frozen vegetables, I
Yeah.
put a little bit of peas and carrots in her stuff, and she'll eat that.
There you go. Just find like little small pieces of stuff that she likes, like sharp cheddar cheese, maybe like a little piece of beef, maybe a little piece of like frozen vegetables, something, anything. And then instead of just being like, oh, here you go, and you just deliver it to her, take it and be like, you want this? Ooh. Get her to like try to get it from you and chase it a little bit, and then throw it on the ground. Be like, go get it, right? And encourage her, be like, go get it, go get it. And then she goes and gets it, and she's like, ooh, and rinse, wash, repeat. Do that over and over again, and try to like mix it up, but get her interested. If she will take the treat from you and she likes them, see if you can get her interested in playing with the food, right? Because then what are you doing? Well, if you throw a ball, you're gonna be like, ooh, you want it? Ooh, and then you're gonna throw it, and then she goes and gets it, right? And a lot of people get stuck on the idea that, oh, they have to bring the ball back to you. Why? Right? Not necessarily, especially not at first. If they won't engage with it at all, then trying to be like, all right, now you also have to bring it back to me. It's like, oh, then you might ruin the fun for them, right? And then it's like all of a sudden, then we've taken it and we're like, oh, they finally showed interest, and then like, okay, now we want to do it this way. And they're like, that's not fun. And then you can discourage it, right? So, but if you think about what I was just telling you to do with the food, you're doing exactly the same thing that you would do with like playing with a ball, right? Or a toy of any kind. Is you're like, ooh, you want it? Ooh. She's like, oh, yeah, I want it. Go get it, go get it. And then she goes and gets the treat off the ground, like a piece of cheese or something like that, and it's like, and eats it. And then the idea is that what you want to see is if you can make that into a game where she goes and gets it, then she comes back to you and is like, ooh, is there more? That was fun. Right? And
Yeah, she's looking for more cheese.
and then throw it, right? And so make the cheese eating, instead of making it where it's just like, okay, you're just feeding her cheese, make it into a game, if that makes sense. Yeah, play with her food. Yeah, treat chasing is what it's called sometimes. But playing with food is a great idea because, again, like normally we put things in boxes in our head. We're like, okay, play box means this, or a ball, or like a stuffed animal or something like that. And then we're like, all right, treat box is over here. Treat is like, okay, I deliver a treat to you. It's like, well,
she won't take treats, so we always toss her treat on the rug, and that's where she picks it up.
Right. And so just introduce like, ooh. Try to get her to chase it a little bit, make it into a game where she goes and gets it and then comes back for more, and just do that on a regular, like every day. Because if we can get her starting to play a game, what you were telling me before about how you taught her to sit is she wanted access to the bed.
Right.
And so then
she wanted
got
me
her
to
to
put
sit.
her up on the bed. And
Yeah.
I couldn't put her up on the bed if she wouldn't stay, so I could grab her.
Exactly. So you can do that same thing. If you get that game going really good where she's doing that, that's actually how I teach almost all of the dogs that I work with. That's how I teach obedience, is I get them to be interested in some kind of game. They play the game with me and we just play the game. And then once they're sufficiently like interested and they really like the game, then I start introducing rules. And so then it's like, okay, I'm going to teach you this task. As soon as you do the task right,
then you have
immediate
then
boom,
we'll play the game.
we're playing the game again, right? And then I don't make it where it's like, okay, now it's like, all right, you play the game, and then for like 30 seconds, and then like, okay, this, and then 30 seconds, and then this. They just are like, you're ruining the game, right? It might be like, all right, 5 minutes, like, and then, okay, now do the thing, and then back to the game, and then we do another few minutes, and I make it random, right? And so I teach all kinds of commands that way, and you can learn way faster that way than you can doing it almost any other way. That's the fastest way for a dog to learn obedience. So I don't know. I wish I had more time. I could show you some videos like with dogs that have like a lot of play drive.
I was recording this so I could remember it all.
I am recording it.
Oh, yeah, but are you going to send us a recording of it? Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep, you'll get it.
Sometimes.
Yep, you'll get it. So what I normally do is I'll post it
like on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Okay.
And then I'll give you a link, and then you'll be able to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you'll remember everything.
That
ideally.
helps.
Yeah, I can't promise exactly what day.
Right.
It'll be on YouTube, but it should be sometime within the next like 5-6 days. Yeah, because like we have to. With this is a 360 camera, so it records all the way around.
Oh.
So when we're editing it, we have to reframe it because it doesn't know where to look.
Yeah. So if we want to focus on the dog primarily.
Yeah.
The dog runs left and right, zooms back and forth. We gotta reorient.
Yeah,
the
we're
camera
pointing
each time.
towards like things that are happening, like the people and the dog and stuff like that.
She keeps me warm.
Yeah. No, but that way you guys should be able to watch through it and like listen to everything I said again. Yeah.
Since we don't have a long thing like this, do you think I could just?
I could
put
let you guys use this. You can borrow it
okay.
for the next week if you guys
Oh, okay.
want.
'Cause
Yeah.
I was wondering if I could just take her out with the length of one I've got, or I've got two.
Yeah.
I could hook one to another one.
Yeah.
But-
I recommend this one just because you can. You don't have to let it just drag like we did.
Yeah.
When we were walking, you can have it in your hand.
She's not going to run away from us. The short one's going to do the same thing as
Yeah.
the long one. It's not. She's not going to.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
The only idea is, because I agree, that's true. Like today, you can see she's not going to go more than like 5 feet away from us, right? But what we want is,
The car's going up. Yeah.
we want her to do it. We want her to go 10 feet, 20 feet away from you. Because think of it this way. Say I want to teach her to come. I can't teach her to come if she never goes far
If she
enough
doesn't
away
go
from me.
off, so you can get her to come back.
So then you have an emergency situation where she does for some reason. Maybe she's scared, or maybe she just like gets a wild hair. Who knows? Well, she's never been that far away from you before, ever.
Right.
So then you don't have any prior experience to fall back on. So then you can't train a recall that would work in that scenario, basically.
We also don't want to discourage any interest or engagement she may have with the environment. Like if there's someone that's 10 feet away and she normally wouldn't go that far, and she decides she's interested enough to go and explore it, we don't want to be pulling her back halfway there.
Yeah, she gets 5 feet away and
because
she hits
she
the end
came
of
too
the
far away
leash.
from us, when that could have been a great stepping stone for her opening up to the
Like
environment.
our other,
Yeah.
other dog
Yeah.
used to try to catch the squirrels.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
So the way I'd recommend you to do it, instead of just letting the line drag like I did,
Yeah.
you can just put this loop here in your hand
Right.
and then just kind of
Right.
wrap it kind of loose like this and just hold it like this. And you can hold it where it's at the same length as your normal leash, like
Yeah.
this,
Uh-huh.
but loosely so that
She can go on.
it slides off your hand,
Right.
so that if she does go further away, she can. And then you just pick up the loop again
Sure.
when you need to,
Right.
right? Because she, like you said, you were correct. She's not gonna like
No.
go 30 feet away from you right away.
No,
Unless we're down in the court, she wants to run home.
she's a mama's girl.
Yeah. Good girl.
Hi, baby. She doesn't have her ears forward very often. Most of the time.
Well, and her ears are not exactly pointy anyway, so.
No. I did trim them. I don't like it when people let them get real long.
Yeah. Good girl. Yeah. Who dat? Well, we can start walking back.
Okay.
Yep. And I'll let you practice. I'll just give you this. You can wrap it up.
You already had it wrapped up.
Yeah. I should have just handed it to you that way, right?
He's training you. I can tell.
Yeah.
And you how to rap.
Yeah.
Okay,